Hi, welcome to AAPI Voice. My name is Lisa Gray. With me is my co-host, Grace Lee, a well-respected community and business leader.
Hi, I'm Grace Lee. Lisa and I have been working with the community in the past decade. AAPI Voice is a program to promote Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. This is the Women Empowerment Series, where we celebrate and elevate the stories of successful AAPI women in the corporate and entrepreneurial world. Hope their inspirational stories will help you in navigating to the road of success.
Thank you, Grace. Our guest today is a well-accomplished lady who is the president and the COO of Rock Central. Her name is Linglong. Hi, Linglong. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Grace, and thank you for having me here.
First, could you please introduce yourself, your background, and your experience to our audience?
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I'm president and COO of Rock Central, the one newly formed the company based in Detroit. It's a professional service company. It's a part of family, the Rock company, who call also the QuickenLoan. Is one of the client. And I was being with the family, the QuickenLoan family, about 24 years. 24 years ago, I joined as a programmer. And today also was CIO for the QuickenLoan for 10 years, past 10 years. This year, the March, we switched to the Rock Central, a new company, because we're serving all our families, because we try to put all the duplicated professional service together as a professional service company. My background, I was immigrant, and about 30 years ago, come to this country and try to, accomplish the dream. Everybody have the degree, the job, then go to working as in the technology field. But today, as more in the leadership role, day to day to oversee the strategy planning and the leadership alignment, oversee also the daily operations.
Linglong, before you became the president and COO of Rock Central, you were the CIO of QuickenLoan. Can you share with us your histories with the QuickenLoan from start until how you became the CIO of QuickenLoan?
Well, I joined in 1996. That time, I was the first programmer in the QuickenLoan. That time, our company name called Rock Financial. We have less than 300 people. I mean, I remember Dan Gieber, the Bamson, Jay Farner. They're using system I built. I was the first program. We only have 7 people in the technology team. But today, it's about have over 2,200 people in the technology alone. The company have 18,000 people already at least. And also, not only just Michigan, we have headquartered in Michigan, but we have a Cleveland, we have many places as well. So some call center. And for myself, though, I at the beginning as a programmer, also I was doing a lot of different job role before. I did like Oracle DBA, Provost DBA, project manager, and director. In last 10 years, and in 2020, before the month we moved to Detroit, I took the position as a CIO of the QuickenLoan. And last 10 years, you can see how much growth in the Detroit, how much growth in the QuickenLoan. Even technology alone, we've been 6 consecutive years the best place, in the technology by the Computer World magazine. And it is fun, it's exciting and challenging.
Traditionally, technology is dominated by men. What distinguishes you from other leadership, and how did you break the glass ceiling?
Yeah, I keep saying that. It's so funny. It's interesting. People say the woman and the man. I think the woman have a many role in the home. So because you have men usually thinking is knitting, thinking the woman connect all the dust together, like the almost spaghetti, all stuff, So I always think that I'm biased. I think women sometimes more high in EQ. That's just a joking here and there. But for me, though, I never treat myself because I'm a woman. I mean weak. I mean less than the men for contribution. I don't think that way. I think it's important for all their diversity, doesn't matter your color, your gender, your age, always think about you bring the value to the table. It's so important. You have to believe yourself. Believe yourself, trust yourself. You are here for reasons. I think that's always I have to the mind in myself. Even, of course, we are not perfect. We have strengths and weakness. I try to help understanding, learning every day, improve my weakness, but be the best version of myself every day. And the second day, what I try to do, try to live better. That's the third day, try to live better than yesterday. So that is a growth. If you really think about it, put your zone, you focus the zone, you're getting better every day. And I think today and the future, I do not think to me, men and women, there's no difference. I know the society, there's a lot of history reason. I don't want to talk about too much, but I think each of the lady, a lot of women, and if you watch this, I want to make sure you understand it. Don't look down yourself. You're the one can bring you down, not anybody else.
Hi, Linglong. As you mentioned, you when you do things through your career, you don't actually consider yourself just a woman. But my question is that, do you think being an Asian female, especially not being born in the U.S., it created extra challenges? And what are those challenges, if you have? And how did you overcome them?
Yeah, of course, we have challenges. I hope, just to be very transparent, first is language challenge, right? When people are talking about using, we try to come here with pass the exam, TOEFL, right? TOEFL exam, and barely understanding. We possibly is okay for writing, to reading, but for speaking, boy, that's hard for us to understanding people how to speaking. And also the cultural difference. Sometimes when you're on the table, people are talking about the sports. A lot of people love sports here, right? People are talking about the baseball. I have no clue. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't play sports myself, that thing. So it's interesting, always have a culture, but importantly though, be open-minded. Open-minded to accept their cultural difference, to leverage that, how we use that difference actually to the benefit as the strength versus the thing is drawback for you. Because if you have a multicultural, you understand, you pick the best from each one of them, combine them together, that's what you got.
Well, I think there are extra demand and pressures being an Asian career woman. You are expected to perform well at work, raising kids, take care of the family, and being a supportive wife. How do you balance all these demands?
What I do, Grace, I tell you, I take the balance out of my dictionary. I do not balance my life, I focus my life. Every single moment, no matter where I am, I'm focused. I dedicate it all in there. If I'm with my kids, my family on the dinner table, I'm not going to try to watch my phone. I think we're being there, right? I learned a lesson from earlier stage. When my first daughter, she was playing on the stage for violin, I possibly tried to return the email. That's not okay. That's not cool. So what I learned is, be focused. If I watch my son play piano, I put my phone away. I don't want to ignore that. I pay attention. So the quality time is so important. 15 minutes of quality time, possibly better than non-quality time for 3 hours. So not only just at home, at work. If we work in a project, if in a meeting, if we're here, we are here. Let's be focused. It's so important. I think I don't balance my life or focus my life. It's not easy, Grace, like you said, you try to be perfect. It's also important that let's not feel guilty. We are not a superwoman, but we are just normal person. We be best version, but it's not that we are the perfect version. That's so different. So we be best I'll be best, try to be best mom I can, and I try to be best leader, try best teammate, but that's what I try to make an effort. But don't feel guilty if you didn't get it, actually. If you don't feel guilty if you not get a chance to watch your kids play something, it's okay. You watch the next time. You focus and watch that.
Speaking of raising kids, Linglong, what is your philosophy in raising your kids? Are you a tiger mom?
Philosophy, I think leading by example, especially when immigrants, is so important because generation-wise, for the race-wise, people see us no matter what. Even you speak beautiful English, like my kids, there's still some people think you are different because the color, your skin color is different. It is so important. I think leading by example, number one. So youth, like I said, we believe ourselves. The kids see that. They will see, yeah, you have confidence. Your kids have confidence. They think you can do something, they think they can do better. For sure they can do better. I feel like I come here speak broken English. I still speak broken English sometimes. And if I can achieve something, I think many young generations, they will be much, much better. The thing that's missing is make sure they believe themselves. When you back to the question you said, Tiger Mom. The Tiger Mom, I would think the Tiger Mom really restricted. I actually, sometimes my husband says, I'm not restricted enough. I'm not. I actually support my kids' passion, do what they want. Is important for me because when we come here back to 29, 30 years ago, what are we looking for is food on the table. We need to have money for the food on the table and for the tuition. So that time, the goal is to find a job that have a security. Today, if we survived okay, I think majority actually, immigrants, Asian American, they actually survived okay. High engineer here, senior engineer there. So I think the kids can survive, no problem. Let them have a dream. Do whatever they want. It's okay. If for someone in the field, it's okay. You know what? They're going to learn lesson from that. I think that sometimes parents are so overprotective. Of course, I know not everybody agree with me, but I think that your kids grow themselves. It's important. Be there. The only thing you should do, be there, love them, support them. Don't tell them what they should do. They figure it out.
I know you have been a great advocate in mentoring the younger generations. There are many internship programs at QuickenLoan and Rock Centrals. And you were one of the founders for the Experience IT program. What advice would you give to yourself if you were 20 years old again?
It's so important. I want to tell people because I do think human beings have so much potential. So much potential. Even today, sometimes I see the talented kids, they just, I feel wasted the potential, wasted talent. So my advice is believe yourself. First I said, believe yourself. And if you are in the job, take the ownership. Sometimes people think, oh, the other side job is better. Other side of project is better. No, finish your job. Make sure the 100% is done, not like 80%, get it finished. Then take initiative. Why? Ownership and initiative usually help you be obvious choice for next opportunity. If you think about it, if people can trust you, give you anything, you can accomplish that. And you have a capacity because don't assume people know you. You know you better than anybody else. If you have an additional capacity, raise a hand to help. Offer the help to other people so people can see how much you can actually do more. So you will be obvious choice. Of course, I do want to tell my young generation friend, be humble. It's important. The arrogant is not going to get you anywhere. Confidence and arrogance is two different things. I want you to have a confidence, but be humble. And also important, be leverage relationship. Network. The world is so big. They are so. If you are maybe starting at the one cent in the ocean, nobody know you. So it's okay if you have a relationship, leverage that. I don't want you just to follow the relationship, pursue the relationship. But if you have a relationship, leverage that. Most important, carry your own sunshine. I say that all the time. Carry your own sunshine because life is not paved the way you always wanted. It could be for any reason, could be something happened. Your leader maybe not appreciate you. Maybe your spouse or your girlfriend, for whatever reason, life could be up and down. When life goes down, you're the one have to bring yourself up. Who can bring you down? Yourself too. So especially I mentioned the Detroit, our company in Detroit, the QuickenLoan Detroit, the Rock Central Detroit. Detroit, Michigan, the weather always bad. Sometimes in winter, not many sunshine. So when no sunshine around you, you carry your own sunshine. You bring yourself up. It's easier when life goes nice, smooth, beautiful. You get this job with the offer. It's harder. So life goes down. That time you have your strengths, carry your own sunshine.
I'm very glad you mentioned about networking and mentorship, probably, because I think that's one of the things that, say, Asians, we don't know how to develop that relationship. Can you give us some tips on how to network or how to find a mentor?
Yeah, for network, because sometimes people go to the different events, right? It's okay, be fearless. I think that I didn't mention the fearless. It's okay to reach out if you don't have the strong relation, but if you from the indirect people or your people, it's okay to reach out, say, hey, I'm Linglong, I heard about you. I like what you're doing. It's okay if there are some young people, I don't really know them very well, they reach out. Particularly, they actually even tell me if they go to the different state, they still tell me what they're doing. So after 2 years, actually, I do have the memory for this person. Then she said, I come back to Detroit. Now I'm going to I want to have my new career here. So I think using the example, it's important, it's okay. Don't be intimidated or fear to reach out. Or if you have a relationship, leverage that. Sometimes our young generation feel like, I want to show my own true talent. I don't want anybody to help me. Well, leverage people help you is also part of a talent. Just like a president, need somebody to vote, right? That's the same thing. You're so good. You can be president, but nobody votes you. It's not good. So you need a support. So it's important. Mentor though, people sometimes like the mentorship. For me, I like I working with all different leaders. I pick whatever I enjoy. I appreciate that piece. I'm not just stick with one person. I say, hey, I really like her for that, the way outspoken, the way how to, I like him, the way how he handled in the meeting. So it's okay. Mentorship is important. Depending on how some people want to find the same personality. Some people want to find the opposite personality. Either way, whatever is working for you.
Thank you.
Speaking of talents, if people would like to pursue their career in QuickenLoan, any advice how they get in contact with you guys?
QuickenLoan, Rock Central. You mean QuickenLoan is the one?
Yeah, it's your organization. It's a very reputable company.
We do have career, like at the webpage. So of course you can go there to check which position more you feel great if you want to be there, and also send your resume to the recruiting team to find you. But if you know somebody there, because we do have a lot of Asian American in the QuickenLoan as well, they maybe can to find it for you to say maybe it's a match more. And also if you like the good company, if there's no job match, it's okay. You keep track for that because you want to find the right bus. Even there's no chair, is okay. Get on the bus, get into the bus, then figure out which chair you want to be there. It's okay. I think it's important. I think good. I keep telling people, yeah, you need to make sure you find the right bus. Don't even worry about chair yet, because if you have a best chair in a broken bus, you're not going to get you'll go anywhere.
Thank you, Linglong. Grace and I appreciate you for taking time to be on our show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I mean, it's exciting and I enjoyed it to talk to both of you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
For everyone watching, thank you very much for joining us. Please subscribe our channel and see you next episode.